As a classical musician playing in worship, it is crucial you know the role your instrument plays within the worship band. Today we're going to be talking about how you can do just that. My name's Matt, and if you are new here, welcome. This channel is dedicated to helping classical musicians transition into playing worship music. If that is you, please check out all the resources we have for you here on this channel, as well as those that are on our website, which is linked in the description below this video. For now though, we are going to talk about how you can know the role your instrument should play in a worship band. In general, all instruments in a worship band have a typical role. Drums drive the pulse and shape the energy level. Acoustic guitar or piano is the rhythmic and melodic powerhouse of the band. Bass lays the tonal foundation, and electric guitar enhances by adding texture, embellishments, and strength. Sometimes instruments deviate from these roles, but generally that's how it goes. The challenge for you as a classical musician is that your instrument does not have a role carved out within the band. No one's depending on the violin to be the rhythmic powerhouse or the piccolo to be the tonal foundation. The solution to this problem is that as a musician, you have to discern your own role. To do this, there are two factors you need to consider. The first is band instrumentation. To put it simply, it's easy to find a role in the band when the band is missing one or more other instruments. In those cases, you can use your instrument to play a role similar to that of the missing instrument. So for example, if the bass is missing, you could play long, sustained notes in the low register of your instrument. If the electric guitar is missing, you can play lead lines and fills. If there isn't any piano or acoustic guitar, you might play a larger melodic role. And these are just a few examples of ways that you could step into other roles within the band depending on the instrumentation. However, it gets tricky when all the roles are already filled. In that case, do your best to stay out of other people's way. Listen well so you know exactly what's going on in the band, and don't step on other people's toes. I'd say if all the other roles within a band are filled, your job then is to add texture. With your classical instrument, you bring something to the band that no one else has, which is the unique sound of your instrument. So you can use that to add layers of texture without having to do too much. You're also welcome to create other roles for yourself, such as playing harmonies, playing fills, or any other type of melodic or rhythmic addition that you want to make. But as usual, remember that less is more, so don't play something that feels overly busy, loud, or out of character with what everyone else is doing. And the second factor in discerning your role in a worship band is knowing the capabilities of your instrument. When the instrumentation of a band is smaller, you will have more freedom musically over what you play. That's because more roles are available and there's just generally more space. In that case, some instruments have a lot of flexibility over what roles they can play, while other instruments are more limited. For me, on violin, I can easily cover the high register if, say, the electric guitar is missing or vocalists are missing, whereas low brass probably couldn't cover the high register as well as I could, but if the bass was missing, they could do a great job laying that tonal foundation. Find out what works best for your instrument in that setting. And remember, less is more. Just because you have more space to play doesn't mean you should overplay and be distracting. But as long as you're smart and tasteful, having that extra space can be a ton of fun. And apart from your own playing abilities, those are the two factors you need to discern your role in a worship band. The fun part is that every time you play in a worship band, your role will be a little bit different. So make sure you think about this every time you play with a band to figure out where you best fit in. As I mentioned earlier, we have tons of awesome resources for you here on our channel as well as on our website, which is linked down below. Please go check those out. In the meantime, I wish you the best of luck as you continue on your worship journey.